All right, you guys. So I got something exciting I want to share with you guys. Picking up a monster fish. Okay. I pulled up to the place here. As you guys can see me, I'm with a cooler behind me in the back seat. It's a big cooler. So let's see what it is I'm going to be picking up here. All right. All right, guys. So I just got done taking a look at the fish. The fish looks awesome. So I'm walking to the car and getting the cooler, and I'm gonna be taking the fish home. Okay, so we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, you guys, so I just got home and I am excited. There goes the cooler. I have to take out the driftwood out of the 265 because I don't think I'm gonna have room. So no more driftwood, okay? But you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes there's gotta be some sacrifices. This fish will in time outgrow the tank, but the tank's gonna look pretty bad. It's gonna look good, okay? I got a surprise when I was there. I'll show you guys what it is, and I'll show you guys the acclimation. I wasn't ready for, I wasn't really ready for this because I didn't know that this was gonna come. So it was a really spontaneous buy, spontaneous purchase. And so I gotta be a little bit, how do you say it? Like, I gotta be a little bit creative to be able to get this fish into the tank because my fish nets are not big enough for it. So here we go, guys. All right, y'all. So right now my tank lights and stuff like that are off, but here's the reason why, and I do this all the time. I check the temperature on the water that I get from when I pick up fish. And as you guys can see, my tank water, I just checked it, is 82, 83 degrees. And the water that this fish came from is 70 degrees. So if you don't acclimate the fish properly, although it's a big fish, it's probably really hardy. I'll show it to you guys here. Look, 70.6. That is a 12-13 degree difference. Okay, and if I just dropped them in there without acclimating them, it would stress the fish out, and of course the fish would get sick and whatnot. So like I said, it's a huge fish. You guys will see it really soon here, but like I said, I just wanted to show you guys that when you bring fish home, for me, I check the pH, I check the water temperature, things like that, to make sure that there's not such a drastic change, and it really allows me to be able to acclimate them properly, or as best as I can, to minimize any kind of illnesses that the fish will be able to contract. So I'll show you guys real quick here while I'm acclimating these guys. When I went to go get this other fish, the guy that I got the fish from, I just got done feeding my fish too, so you guys will see some food in the ground. But so I had to get another set of tanks. My wife doesn't know that, but as you guys can see, something else is acclimating into this tank over here, into the 40-gallon. These guys are not going to be in here for a long time, so I've got to get it set up. But I got those guys as part of the deal of picking up this fish that I just got. So just want to show you guys that real quick, and I'll show you guys an update. I'll show you guys how those guys look when they're in the tank. Okay, but yeah, You always want to make sure you check with that temperature, water parameters, just to make sure you can almost get it as close as possible. If anything, water temperature wise, and get them used to the pH if the pH is completely really off too. So I've seen that happen before too. But I just want to share with you guys that before we actually put this fish into the tank. Okay. Alright, you guys, so this acclimation process is taking quite some time. I think it's taken me probably about 45 minutes already. And so I'm slowly raising the temperature up. You know, like I said, I don't want to shock the fish. It's a beautiful fish. I really hope this works out good. I think we're at about 76 degrees right now, so we've got 4 more degrees to go. It's been, like I said, about 40, probably like 35, 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. So when I get to about 80 degrees, I'm going to put the fish into the tank. I believe that, you know, 1 or 2 degrees isn't going to hurt the fish, but you know, I'm slowly taking out his old water and adding my water in there. I also have a thermometer on, and so that it'll help raise the temperature, but not very quickly. As like I said, it's only 75 watts, really small, but it's fine for the cooler and things like that. So in the meanwhile, let's go take a look at how those 2 other arowanas are doing in the 40-gallon. All right. Alright, you guys, so these guys have been temperature acclimated because they're in a bag, so it was a lot easier than, and they're still a little skittish, you know, getting used to the tank. Maybe they're scared of me, but obviously this tank is way overcrowded now, especially with these 2 guys in there. You know, this tank is not going to hold them, so gotta convince the wife for me to go get another tank. But otherwise, they're doing good. They're not fighting. They're not, at least not yet. I'm going to let them set a little bit, and then I'm going to clean out that food that is at the bottom of that tank because it just looks nasty. So, but yeah, I just want to show you guys that these guys are doing just fine. No fights. They're swimming along. I think the black arowana is actually pretty happy to see these 2 guys. Because he's usually pretty jumpy, but he's not jumpy anymore. But the other 2 guys are still settling in. So just want to show that to you guys real quick, and kind of while we're waiting for the monster fish that I have in the cooler to acclimate. Alright guys, so I never got to use the plastic bag to, you know, take the fish out of the cooler and put it into the tank. What happened was the fish got scared, and it jumped, it hit the lid popped open, and when it popped open, it flopped onto the floor. So the good thing is, I mean, the acclimation wasn't completely done, but I think it was as good as I was going to be able to get it anyways. At the time, because my lid was off, the water temp on the, because this took about an hour, and the water temp on the tank probably dropped to about 81 degrees, and the cooler was somewhere around 78-ish degrees. So, you know, I was off by about 3 degrees, because, you know, what I was doing was I was taking some water out, adding water in, and I kept doing that until it got, you know, got the water temperature up, and I had the heater and the air bubbler to kind of hold it out for the hour, because it's a big fish. And so I think I might have had like maybe 5 or 10 more minutes left to acclimate. And what happened was, it, like I said, it got scared, it hit the lid, it jumped out. And so when it jumped out, I freaked out a little bit too. I had my garbage bag there, and I used the garbage bag to grab the fish because my hands weren't, you know, I mean, I don't know if it was the right thing to do, but I used the garbage bag to grab the fish, and instead of putting it back into the cooler, I went ahead and put the fish into the tank. Okay, and it's been a few hours. It's settled down a little bit. It's swimming around. It didn't do too well when it first got in there. It was swimming around, and I think it was shocked. It got hurt, and you know, it didn't really turn that well. But the fish has settled to the tank. It's turning. It's fine. It's swimming around. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but so far so good. It's a big fish, like I said, so I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. So here he goes, guys. I'll show you guys how. Well, I'll show you guys what fish I got and how it looks like. All right. So here you go.
Alright, you guys, so what I got here is a 24 pushing 25 inch silver arowana. That's what it was sold to me as. I had some of my friends look at it. I don't know much, I mean, I don't know a lot about arowanas and, you know, like the different types. I know they get huge. And I've got a few, so I'm still learning a lot about them. But he says it's a high quality arowana because it's not really silver. It's more like a pearlish white arowana, and he says it's what they would be considered called a platinum silver arowana. And this guy's about 2 years old. The guy that I had gotten it from has raised it since it was about 3 inches. He's had it for about 2 years, and you know, it grew up in a pond. Okay, doesn't have any drop by like how a lot of arowanas do. And he says that he thinks it's due to because it was in a pond and not in an aquarium, so it was forced to always just look up and I guess whatever was around him. So but this is what I picked up, guys. This thing is beautiful. It is massive. Like I said, my tank would probably only hold it out for a little while, maybe a year or two, 3 max. But they're gonna grow, you know, from here on, it's gonna grow slower. It's not gonna grow very, very fast anymore. But you know, by that time, I do plan to have a much bigger tank. You know, 720 or 1,000 gallons, or maybe, you know, maybe even bigger. So you know, I didn't get this fish to just house it for a short while and then, you know, not be able to house it. I do plan to be able to house these fishes that I'm getting. Okay, but this is it. She is a beauty, or he is a beauty. I don't know what's male or female, but it is beautiful. It is still settling in the tank, as you guys can see. But this is what I picked up this morning. Yeah, here it goes. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video, guys. You know, I hate to have held up the suspense, but you know, it's a little bit long video too. But I'm really glad that I was able to find this fish. And it is beautiful, and the guy that raised it did a wonderful job raising it up to the size that it is. And so I just want to share this with you guys. And like I said, thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. I apologize for the glare. It's not nighttime yet, and my windows have light coming in still. So, but yeah, thanks for making it to the end of the video again, guys. If you like what you saw today, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, I'm really looking forward to getting to the next 200 subs, and help me get there, and we'll be doing some kind of giveaway. So guys, stay tuned to the channel, hit the notification bar if you like these videos and you want to know that they're coming out. But I've got more videos coming. I wasn't planning on making this video until I picked up the fish this morning. So, yeah, video was made. I was actually going to make a different video, but this is the video that's being made today. So I'm excited to share them with you guys. He actually makes all my pea basses look really small now. So, alright guys, thanks for coming on, stopping by the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.